So Evil Dead just dropped a new update. It's mostly gonna be bug fixes. I know demons are able to jump through windows now, which is fantastic. I know a bunch of demon mains have been asking for that. Looping windows, kind of annoying. I'm glad that demons are actually able to go through them now. And then I believe they fixed the queue times and the matchmaking, so that way if you have a team, you can actually stick together instead of having to re-invite everybody, which is a huge thing as well. I know everybody's been asking for that. Before we get into the patch notes, if you're new here, go down and smash the like button. And if you want to, go ahead and subscribe. It just helps support the channel and I greatly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and go over the notes right now. They added a new feature. Parties are now maintained between games. No need to re-invite your friends. This one's a big one. I know four-man teams, three-man teams. Like this helps because after every game, you literally have to re-invite everybody. It's kind of a pain. Stability. We've made changes to our region service which allow both West and East Coast players to join together. Again, everybody on Reddit, I know people are waiting for like 30 minutes to an hour, long periods of time. I'm glad we're able to actually get that fixed. I know people stop playing the game because of this, because they can't even play the game to begin with. So hopefully that helps as well. We got general fixes here. Vaulting fences and their animations. Fixed a bug where roads would disappear. This is a big one, especially during the tunnel on the smaller map. That was just gone. Pings placed on the map while sitting in the car are now displayed in the world. Fixed an issue causing a blurry flickering visual glitch on supply crates. The dark ones will now execute the correct attack animation as well as display the UI indicator correctly for the AoE attack. I didn't know that was a bug. I felt something was wrong because sometimes the animation was just like, it was off. Like I would see it and then I would dodge it and then it was just weird. So maybe that's what I was experiencing. I don't know if anybody else experienced that as well. But I'm glad they fixed that one because that one's kind of annoying. The dark one does deal a good amount of damage, especially late game if you don't have any more like shamps or amulets. That one actually helps a lot. Remove duplicated portal trap in Castle Kandar. I don't know if that was a thing. Change in the ratio appearance from maps, 50%, 25. Okay, so now there's a 50% chance to get the Castle Kandar and then a 25% for the other maps as well. I kind of misplayed some of the older maps. Here's some demon changes. So demon movement will no longer stutter and have interruptions after being exercised indoors. Great. Demon movement speed indoors increased from 500 to 700, which is also great because I know a lot of people didn't like the new slowdown that they had, especially when they go like indoors and like on the outside of like, if you're going on the outside of like a shed or something, it still counted that you're inside of it. I'm glad they at least bumped up the speed to that because that I don't know why they did it. Maybe because the Castle Kandar, like the hallways are so small and stuff, they kind of had to, but I'm glad they fixed this. Demons can no longer accumulate units indefinitely. This one's actually a bummer because I actually enjoyed whenever you go into a match and someone like as a necromancer was just having like an army at one of the objective points. That was pretty neat and that was pretty fun. Kind of sucks that they took it away, but I mean, I guess I can see it. It was just a fun like little thing to do. I didn't think it was like something super strong or anything because AI is kind of useless anyways. Warlord Elite units no longer have an input lock when pressing the attack and arm swipe buttons. Okay. Puppeteer will no longer be able to obtain infernal energy while possessing a survivor and shooting another survivor in a bleeding state while having the puppet master possession skill, which that one's a good one. I didn't see that one much of an issue, especially with Puppeteer. I mean, it was really in a bleeding state, and if you're shooting someone in the bleeding state, they're by themselves anyways, so I don't see that one as like a crazy one. Puppeteer and Necromancer basic units can no longer chain hits indefinitely. This is a good one. I just made a video on this one if y'all want to go check it out. I know some people are saying that it's meant to be in the game, stuff like that. I'm glad that they finally fixed it because I mean, before I didn't think it was an issue, but with the whole when they increased the attack speed, it became kind of hard, especially with newer players, and that was like I guess the problem that I had because newer players who were getting into the game, they would run into this combo and just get slaughtered, and then they would probably think that they're gonna go into a demon player and try to get some points so that way they can level up the survivor, and then they would just get smoked as a demon. And just I just think the new players wouldn't find that fun. So I'm glad that was fixed. Demons will no longer be forced to spectate a survivor. I don't know, was that a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. Deadates will no longer spawn from portals before said portal has fully opened. Again, not a huge thing, but I can see it. I guess that helps for like people rocking the crossbow, the explosive one, because sometimes whenever people saw it, they would automatically shoot, and I guess it would damage the units before they even came out of it, or before the portals actually open. So I think this could possibly help the demons. Demons are no longer able to use active ability on possessed survivors. I did see that one floating around on Reddit. Demi-Eligos Thunderstruck attack. Well, to be honestly, on the demons using the ability, I thought that was kind of cool. I thought that was neat. Give the demons something so that way it kind of wastes the other person's ability. I don't know. I thought that was cool, but I can they changed it obviously. So hey, Demi-Eligos Thunderstruck attack will be cancelled if Demi-Eligos is stunned and will not deal damage to survivors. I can see that because, yeah, I mean, you would go into attack if like someone had an elite build and like they would be stunned or like pretty much dead, and like the damage, like it would still come out, which is, I thought it was weird, but at the same time, like it wasn't a huge deal. Possessed demon basic and elite units can vault windows and when sprinting towards them, so that's a big one. And I kind of want to capitalize when it says when sprinting towards them, because I feel like some people are gonna go and try to like press Y to vault without actually sprinting towards it, or just like expecting it to automatically vault. So just remember that, at least I haven't tried it out yet, but it says when sprinting towards them, so make sure you're pressing down either your left thumbstick or your shift if you're on demon or whatever, or if you're on PC. Survivors will no longer be forced to aim if an objective is while collecting. What? What? Survivors will no longer be forced to aim if an objective was collected while aiming. Okay. Fix survivors' input loss after being possessed while interacting with a vehicle. Survivors will no longer be resurrected and stay in bleeding out animation. That one's big because honestly that was just annoying. AI survivors will no longer interact with players or vehicles during the Dark Ones battle. Lord Arthur Battle Prep Alpha now has correct sound effects and visual effects after being hit by an evil unit. Some of these bugs I never even like thought that either they were bugs or that they were even in the game, to be honest with you. So I don't even know how they found some of these. AI survivor will no longer stay in bleeding out animation without status of UI after being revived, and will be able to be resurrected by collective objectives. Kelly Maxwell has now corrected additional melee damage value in her skill Battle Frenzy, which was 80%, now is 60%. So that's a good one. I don't know if people really noticed that one to begin with, because her Battle Frenzy perk's kind of trash anyways. She's a hunter, you shouldn't really be using like a melee. I know people who did use melees were most likely using the Me Hammer, which isn't going to do a lot of damage anyways. So I haven't really seen that one pop up. I'm glad it's fixed though. UI and UX. After being resurrected by the objective, the bleeding out UI no longer stays on the HUD. Video settings will no longer be saved after exiting the options menu without applying them. Ed Gatley's The Collector skill icon is now displayed for all survivors. What does that mean? Ed Gatley's The Collector skill icon is now displayed for all survivors. So does that mean like whenever you go into a game, it like gives you like a little like a perk symbol saying like, hey, there's a bonus to chest right now? Or I don't see what's that gonna do. The cursor on the map interface moves now without stutter. Xbox. I never really see an issue with this. Well, if I see an issue with this one whenever I'm playing on one of the older versions of the Xbox, so I have them in different rooms, whatever. But if I play on the Series X, it's smooth. I don't have any issue when I go with the map. But if I'm playing on one of the older Xboxes, whenever you're traveling through the map, well, the whole game I just feel is slower and like more like laggy to begin with on the other Xboxes, but especially on the map, it goes so slow and it stutters constantly. So I'm glad that's fixed. Not enough points text is no longer stuck in the UI for Demon after the player adds all skill points and switches to another tab in collection. Fix the button prompt not appearing for one of the objectives in the cabin map. That one's great as well. Balance changes, not a whole lot, but they did reduce the balance damage from Ash's glove from 40 to 20. And then they reduced the balance multiplier of heavy fist attacks from 3 to 2, which is fantastic. I don't think people use their fist anyways, but I don't see why they nerfed that one. Were people getting like slaughtered by Ash's glove, or did they just not want that to be like strong? That it's only 40 balance bar. Like that's nothing. That's nothing. I don't know. I don't see sometimes these balance changes are kind of weird. Like I would think they would go into some other people, but like when they do stuff like this, it's just weird. Because did Ash really need this nerf? I don't think people are running into issues anyways with this. Even like support Ash, they're constantly changing him, and I don't think I really see anybody complain about them, or at least the certain things that they're changing on certain characters. I don't see people complain about those certain things. So, I mean, to each their own. But these are the bug fixes for the patch notes on July 26th. I will leave a link down below, so that way if you guys wanted to check it out. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. Let's hop on the game. West and East Coast players, let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. If you enjoyed the video, go down, smash the like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.